can go to the other side, where dreams can come alive, come alive, come on. We can fall back, we can move back into the dark, with ashes in our hearts, in our hearts, in our. Hear our hearts, feel the willpower, hear our voices call. Don't lock your love down, let it move around. Don't break my heart and turn it all around. Don't call me crazy, crazy just for fun. Don't lock your love down, don't lock your love down. From the deep sea to the moon, we can change the tide. Tonight we come alive, come alive, come on. We can stand down, we can go back into the dark, with ashes in our hearts, in our hearts, in our. Hear our hearts, feel the willpower, hear our voices call. Don't lock your love down, let it move around. Don't break my heart and turn it all around. Don't call me crazy, crazy just for fun. Don't lock your love down, don't lock your love down. Don't lock your love down, let it move around. Don't break my heart and turn it all around. Don't call me crazy, crazy just for fun. Don't lock your love.
Alright, everyone. Welcome back to Afterburn. We just went cards up, so I'm like trying to panically get all my stuff together. Sorry, please ignore that. Okay. Let's get back into character. All right, back into character.
Morning, Argyll.
Good day, sir. Have you slept well?
For the most part, you sleep
Well as I can. With all the little surprises aboard the vessel, it can be a bit hard.
Surprises?
Well, new crewmates that pop out of nowhere.
Ah, night shift.
Oh no, not night shift. Stowaways, actually. Or prisoners.
do you mean by that?
Well, there was an individual that was rescued from the planet's surface. They had contained them in the brig for a while.
Oh. Yes, I'm aware of them.
And a little palace.
Some people wanted to leave them behind. Sorry, what?
A little palace. Bogelis.
As in...
Yes, a little one. It jumped out of a crate. They need to really check those before they bring them aboard the ship.
Yes, apparently.
But all in all, it was fairly quiet.
Oh, that's good. I need my coffee.
Yes.
I should not have slammed it. Don't tell Chef I did that.
What did you not do?
Nothing.
Perfect.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Violating UPA protocol. Mercer.
Miss.
Morning, Captain.
Haven't Stewart yet.
Good morning. Who?
The little Bogelis.
Interesting. I have a proposition for you.
Oh. His name is
What color would you
Stewart?
like?
Yes.
What color would you
Color
like,
would
Mercer? Your food.
Red.
Excellent.
One to go. And a coffee, please.
How did you sleep?
About as well as I can.
Thank you.
I'm new here.
And you?
Mercer, would you like pirate food?
Well enough. No, I'm fine.
Thank you.
It's cold brew. I'm sorry. Would you like me to make it
By the
hot brew?
way, Mercer,
No.
was not sure. Didn't get the chance to send you the report the other day. There was an accident down in engineering.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Someone was making ammunition and had a small explosion. No significant damage. Station was cleaned up. However, I figure you and I should talk to the individual about informing their superiors when they're going to be meddling with explosive ammunition.
Color.
I
Tea.
agree. May I ask who it was?
Cashier. Granted, it's within their specialties. However, they should be informing us when they're doing so.
True. They're also part of security. Why are they working in engineering?
I do not know that. I figured you and I can ask that once we find them. Good morning, Sid.
I asked them to help.
MU. As you open the door of the microwave
enough.
to take
As the one
Argyll's
making
tea out,
explosives,
you
it's on
notice
them to
it's
inform
now a
us
little
when these
looser from
things
you
go
slamming the door.
South, or when they're going to be doing so. Plus, they should be doing so in security.
Is something wrong?
Messing up other
Doesn't change the
departments.
fact that one.
No, here's your tea, Argyle.
Thank you.
Precisely
Is
what I
there a
was going
line?
to say.
MU, did you do something?
No, you can go past.
Oh, Chef's gonna kill
Argyle.
you.
Yes.
Is lying bad?
Well, Captain, if you'll excuse me.
It depends
I'm
on the
gonna
lie.
inspect the damages then.
What are you
I
lying
need an
about?
explanation now. Nothing.
It's situational. If it's gonna hurt someone's feelings, maybe lie, to save them
Huh?
from the harm, but, you know.
We're teaching
Did you
Emu
do
about
something
lying
to the
now.
microwave?
Taking off can be incredibly rough on the ship. And its appliances, I hear.
Oh goodness gracious! Did you break the great appliance in there? You are in trouble.
The microwave
And you?
door with my engineering
Every
skills.
time we pick him
I
up,
don't
Sure.
think
got
this
the
actually-
freaking rock.
What is that?
Hey, VR. I
Nothing.
don't support the idea of
You have a
telling
plus
him
two,
to
right?
lie
With advantage.
about
It's not a
Just an
lie.
image.
It is
Okay, so
awfully
roll
rough on the
17
appliances
as
aboard the
you-
vessel.
As you go and just gently
Aye, but we
meddle
also have to
with
take it off, and we have multiple
the
witnesses
door
here to
hinges
prove
of the
otherwise.
microwave.
Oh, I never said
You
anything
just
about the
blame
microwave.
that
yet.
seems
saw nothing.
practically
I'll take
normal.
it. I'm interested to
chef-
see what you do.
Won't notice.
The chef always notices.
What color would you like, Sid?
What color?
Good morning, Argyle.
What do you
Good
mean?
morning,
Like
Gunge.
gravestone? Oh.
No, that
I don't
only
know.
comes in
Some,
one color.
whatever works for you. I,
Oh,
mean, I
but
don't
taking
care.
off is ready.
Oh, yes.
You get green.
I think red is the meat.
Sure.
They have slept longer than I should have.
Well, you do
Good
need your
morning.
rest.
You up and about?
After all, you've taken quite a lot of
I'll try my best.
damage in the last few
Well,
days.
look who it is. It's the old man.
Yes, mate.
You look like you need red, Captain.
Oh, come on, I'm not that old.
Thank you.
Good morning, Gun. Argyll.
Morning,
Good
Sid.
morning, Sid.
How did you sleep?
For a while. It was nice. I enjoyed myself. For the most part.
Are you feeling better, Commander?
Sore still, but better.
Again, sorry if you hear any in the background
Radiation
talking.
is not good for the bones. What color would you like?
Red, if you would. Whatever that means.
Whatever that means, yes.
I guess some red
Probably
is the
not.
meat pack and the green is the veggie pack.
Oh, looks like
Possibly.
pack.
I was never breathed.
I'm going to go check on our little
They should say it on
a
the
prisoner.
label.
They're not really a prisoner anymore, are they?
No.
Do you not know how to read the label? It also has barcodes.
I'll go with you, actually.
Very
I
well.
have some sort of light investment in that one.
What?
Do you?
Yes. Loosely speaking, at least. Some sort of olive branch. Want to make sure he's, physically able. Once he is, I will take him to the training arena for a little, inspection.
Do you think that's wise? What if you injure them?
Yes, it is. You have no faith, Argyll. Be gentle.
Yes. Good morning.
Morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Don't mind that one. He can be a bit rough around the edges. Pun intended.
Ah. No worries.
Night shift, I assume.
Yes.
I see.
I got moved to this shift.
Well, you don't take up too much space. That's a good start.
I try not to.
It's a pleasure. I'm gonna go check on a prisoner.
Prisoner.
Prisoner, he's our new friend.
Well,
He's our crewmate.
I don't know about a crewmate. I'd ask the captain about that one. Individual was found unconscious aboard the... Oh, this planet side, was it? The team decided to bring them aboard. A medical treatment, and they're resting in our brig.
Ah.
Granted,
do
that
they
was not
need
my
additional
decision.
medical-
That might be wise, actually. I believe they had a concussion.
Do you mind if I tag along?
Absolutely.
We did, yes. How's our new friend doing, Delan?
Morning, Delon.
Morning. Isn't you doing fine?
It seems they might still be resting.
Ah.
Well, somebody let them out, and they're running around the ship someplace.
Scot-free. Yes, of course.
Yes.
It is breakfast time. They do need to be fat.
Yes.
Can't have another dead corpse on our ship. Your name?
Oh, sorry, yes, formalities. My name's Echo.
Right. Sidian. Sid is fine. Part of security with this one. Argyll.
Yes. A pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. I'm a medic, so.
Well, we're going to need those, so you picked the right job.
So I hear.
I mean, I don't, but the rest usually do.
Of course.
You know, don't mind this one. Apparently manners was his second focus.
Or you could mind me, makes it a bit more exciting.
Yes.
Not looking to make enemies on my first swing shift.
No, we're fine. In fact, they might love you. What do they call? What's the word? Cute?
The compliment's appreciated, but not necessary.
Well, I'm just saying, hypothetically. But you can take it as a compliment if you wish. I suppose you can go back, since you're still resting.
Yes, I might do some work here. Go over some more dossier files, see what was sent to me.
Right. I was sleeping. Did we take off yet?
I do not believe
Didn't check
so.
the windows. Alright.
Let's hope our takeoff was a little smoother than our landing.
It better be. Is Archer awake?
Are they? I believe I saw them in the cafeteria.
Right, okay. Then we'll be fine. Don't want to ask Gunn for another favor.
Speaking of cafeteria, I could use some food, so I might make my way down there.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure meeting
Pleasure
you.
meeting you. Likewise.
Answer this message real quick. Right. Back to it. I'll have to ask Dawn if that's booking is psionic too. I might be able to see them or feel them.
I mean, that day, most of the people that were in the medic
Quite a crowd.
Indeed, not really sure what they're up to.
Ah, I thought you were
I was
following
just
them.
making my rounds. No,
Understood.
I just happened to be behind them.
Well, I could catch you up on some
Anything
things.
I would like that. Would like to know what I missed while I took my hibernation, as it were.
Yes. Apparently we picked up a few stragglers.
From the planet.
Yes. At least, well, 2. Sir.
Argyll, Gunch.
Morning to you.
Everything all right?
Well, I woke up this morning and found out that my workstation was blown up, so no, not really.
Oh, yes.
Blown
Yes.
up.
Hmm.
And whose fault was that?
One of ours.
I hear to shear.
Oh, I should have suspected. Who else on this ship would be the cause of an explosion?
Yeah, apparently they were making bombs. Or bombs, ammo.
Just as volatile in the wrong hands, I guess.
Yes, and
Not
it's
that
also
she has
concerning
any.
considering that they're an ex-prisoner.
I see your concern. If I will have a talk
Not
with
to
Shira
mention
on the
now I
matter.
need somebody to repair one of my workbenches. And not to destroy my workstation. Today is going to be a fun day for me, can you tell?
Yes.
You seem incredibly enthused. Joking, of course.
All working off of a cold brew coffee. Horrible.
Yes. It's a life no man should live.
Yes.
Could always be worse.
True.
But I will
Of
speak
course,
with
if
the
it
Shira
was
on the
worse,
matter
there'd be a
and
hole in the
ensure
wall.
this.
I'd be dead.
That would be much worse.
Indeed. I will ensure that that does not happen again, or happen in a worse manner, such as that.
I believe me and the captain are going to handle it, but well, I'm sure he'll let you know his
By all means.
You'll excuse me. I don't want to continue talking about this.
Fair enough, Mercer. Enjoy your duties, I suppose.
Good morning, all of you.
Good morning.
That's one of the things that was going to get you up on. It seems like that is
Did
making its
she
way.
blew something up?
I'm
Not
sure it
exactly
was.
surprised.
Yes, I believe it's an accident. They do happen. Especially when you're working with as volatile equipment as that. But, that being said, a report would have been nice.
I just hope that's not going to be a habit of Tashia's to be that kind of clumsy.
Yes.
But I will.
They have done well with keeping the situations under control when speaking to other crew members. They've helped temper some of Chef's movements during the few times when we were looking over the situation in the living quarters a few days back. But I do apologize. I was also informed of the incident by Tashir themselves. I should have also put it as a report down.
Yes, it is the kind of thing I would have appreciated a report on, though I was sleeping, so no harm done for now.
We can always put it in the system. We need to
We'll
be more
ensure-
active about seeing things like that down.
We'll ensure this kind of thing does not repeat itself, though. Regardless.
Aye.
Captain.
I'd also like it to be noted that once we do get to speak with Tashir, Mercer and I are going to be putting restrictions on what they can do when we're off the planet. We can't afford a whole breach if we're in space.
Indeed. I think that is a fair way to go about it.
Right.
And speak of the devil.
We were just discussing the accident yesterday.
With advanced ammunition.
Oh, yeah.
Both of us forgot to actually put in a report in the system.
Oh, it wasn't too big accident, so I think it would be important to like fully report it in. The only thing that got damaged was like a toolbox. That was it.
Indeed, but Mercer was quite kerfuffled about it.
Hey.
I would hear the specifics of how this incident occurred, though it can wait.
I'd rather that be with you, myself, Mercer, and Tashir.
Indeed.
Yes, we're all aware of how we're going to be handling things going forward.
Pardon me?
Primarily, explosives shouldn't be made while we're off-planet side, just in case of hull breach.
Get off me, unhand me, dog.
It's...
Wait, so... I'm having issues.
I had said that explosives, at least, are not to be made while we're off-planet side, so that we avoid a risk of hull breach.
You're right.
You were still on planet when I made them.
My hand had stabilized.
That's what I'm saying. It was a good thing that we were, just in case of an accident.
Random gravitational field must be the ship. Terrifying.
We're going to be taking off not too long from now.
Something messing with my armor, perhaps. Who knows? Ooh. And here he comes.
Is that a man there?
Aye. Mercer. I already gave this year the brief, but if you have anything that you would like to bring up, seeing as it was going on space.
Less of something for them specifically, and more of something in general. If anybody is making things that could explode on this ship, engineering needs to be aware of it. The wrong amount of chemicals, wrong mixture, there could be a breach in the hull and we could all die. Especially down in engineering, where the floor and the walls are just open space.
I've already made the point that we won't be making explosives unless we're planet side, to minimize the risk even further. But I do believe that Mercer is correct. Both security and engineering should be aware. Just let one of us know the next time you're working on something explosive. That's all I ask.
One question I do have is, who told you it was alright to do that down in engineering?
It's my job to, I'm an explosive expert, so it was just kind of my job. And
yes.
they asked if I could, because it's explosives, if I could make them. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. And we did it down there, because that's where the casings were, and they wanted to help and watch.
Yes, however, if you're going to somebody's workspace to do something, you should still inform them. I come to engineering security all the time whenever I need to look at the cameras or fix something in here, and I let Gunge know ahead of time, or somebody in security ahead of time.
Okay, so who should I ask when you're gone, then? You weren't necessarily around. How?
You shouldn't make explosives when I'm not present.
How long did you want to go for a walk?
Sure. However, if you aren't present,
Believe it or not, no.
I think the easiest solution to all this is to inform an officer the next time that you're going to be doing something like that. That way we can get in touch with the other departments to make sure the synergy is there in case there is an accident.
Give them some privacy.
The issue is I do not really believe she did much wrong with the situation that was at the time.
Yes. This is
It
more.
just that fact that something did go wrong, and naturally that means that I think both the higher-ups who would get in trouble for it, or who are worried about their people and their own positions, are now extra careful.
Yes.
Simple as that.
Vane, a question for you.
Are you having... Go ahead.
When you were working on the explosives yesterday, the ones that went off, were you with Tashir?
I was about to tell you I would like to take responsibility. I asked her to help.
I believe that is the missing piece here. I think Mercer believes that Tashir acted on her own volition, with no other engineers
I already
present.
told him that I asked her to help.
Well, then never mind.
He's always grumpy. Would it be that?
Yes.
The unfortunate reality is that neither Mercer nor the captain were available yesterday. Nor Gunch. Or anyone else of relevant rank.
Yes. No captain? Is that a new science individual? I haven't met them yet. Just catch them every now and again, running back and forth.
Which one?
Burke.
Hey.
Ah, yes, them.
Stuart, where are you going, please?
I don't know what's going on. Not my problem.
I don't envy the plant wranglers.
Yes, it seems this one has decided to stay.
Yes, there's no real way for us to return it. Apparently they're being poached on the planet side.
Better here than poached.
Yes. That's the idea. However, I don't really know where they're going to keep them. I believe Palas was on it.
We'll find the base. But yes, to clear up the situation, I asked Tashir to help me replace some of the explosive ammunition I spent on the last away mission I was on.
And things went a little awry. Accidents happen.
That's why we have reinforced workbenches.
It seems Mercer wished that such risky endeavors would not be done when he is not around.
If he wants to put himself in the line of fire for potential explosions, then he can be our guest. that aside, I think we're finally getting off of this rock today.
Oh yes, I heard that we
From
might
what
be
I
taking
understand,
off.
yes.
About
We
time.
know if the battle
before
above
as
has
much.
concluded.
Let's hope.
If not, we'll be in for a nasty surprise.
Well, I would believe that any ships that are keeping an eye on the planet side do still check for identification before the fire. And our identifications are up to date with the UPA standards. Neither side should
can hope
take
that
shots
it's-
on us.
Someone who cares about identification. Not everyone does.
Yes. Be a problem if they shot her on the wrong ship, though. Imagine.
I mostly refer to pirates and the like.
Yes.
Pirates, raiders, thieves. I don't necessarily care what you identify with, as long as you have what they need.
The reckless
And they
ones.
care about as far as they care about not making enemies.
The reckless ones seem to weed themselves out quite quickly. Poaching the wrong
They
ships.
still exist.
Oh yes.
If they didn't
Right.
exist, I wouldn't be in a job.
Yes. The kettleheads are a good example.
Those morons.
Yes.
Heard about them.
I'm sure we'll see them again. They permeate this area.
Based on the information, yes. Also, I would
I
like to
hope
think
so.
that the closest thing we have in this territory is scavengers. The risk of firing upon ships and then having your identification being, well, spread across whatever fighting force is going would be too risky for most, I would think.
Yeah, that's true. It's unlikely that pirates would intervene in another combat.
Good day.
They usually show up
Right.
after the fact.
Good day. Just a small thing. At some point, I would like to talk to you, then to.
Oh?
At some point, when you are free.
I mean, I'm free right now. We're just having casual conversation as we're waiting for the ship to take off.
Okay. Not sure where to talk.
You can always do the control room. Very few people go there. If you're looking for privacy, there's always the hangar.
Indeed.
Let's try the control room first.
Alright then.
All kinds of borders.
How are you faring, Argyll?
Oh, just lovely. I hear of 2 individuals aboard this vessel who I know nothing about. Very little. Try to
New
keep an eye.
faces?
Oh, yes.
Or people who have been here?
Our little centurion friend, the moth.
I was wondering. I don't know his story at all.
Well, let me fill you in a little bit. They operate under a branch of Centurion. You can think of them as auxiliary for the mercenary groups. A world in which they are forcefully bred to select the strongest contenders. Quite wretched, really.
Doesn't sound that dissimilar from the world I grew up on.
Yes.
Although instead of selective breeding, it was more throw it at the wall and see what sticks. I suppose that's the difference between Centurion and Martello.
Is there a difference?
Very little.
This is the one thing that I just cannot stand. The removal of an individual's freedoms. It really burns me.
Why do you think I'm in the profession I am?
Yes.
And pirates are those who've decided that no, their freedoms matters, the freedom of others. Despite how nervous I clearly make some people on board this ship, I do what I do because it's right. I don't think enough people have realized that.
You have a strong interior, a moral compass. That I identified quite quickly.
Morality is never clear. Then again, I'll never pretend to be a good person. I know what I do.
Yes. Monsters that fix the world.
I remember. Centurion, though, it makes me nervous.
As they should.
Mercenaries don't hold quite the same code of conduct that bounty hunters tend to.
Yes. This individual, however, is definitely on the militaristic side. They don't seem nefarious, however. More confused.
It's very likely that if they were forced into service, they may not know anything else.
Yes.
I hold hope that people like that can break out of those lives.
They come from a world called Capricia.
Don't know if I'm familiar.
We'll see. What is she?
She looks upset.
And then she grumbly.
I don't intend for her to know that I take blame for her, but I will do so regardless.
If you'd like, I could try to let Gunch know at the very least. I might be able to smooth this over. Again, I believe that was the missing piece. So my understanding. But if Mercer already knew,
Gunch and Mercer both.
Imagine why he would put the blame squarely on Tashir. I mean, she does make bombs for a living. It's what she does.
Likely misplaced concern. Misplaced concern for safety, I think.
Yes. How safe can you think you could make building bombs?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And our ammunition needs to be replaced somehow.
Yes. Captain? Oh, there's the man right now.
Quick word.
Argyll. Were you both looking for me?
Well,
Just for a brief moment. I want you to be aware that Tashir was helping me make ammunition in my directive.
Oh
Don't
no,
let
don't
her
worry.
take responsibility for it.
Believe me, I've already heard about it.
well, they have it.
And it is nothing to raise a huge fuss about, I don't think. So long as she learns from this and then goes through the proper channels in future, when this need arises.
More concerned that apparently Mercer took it out on her quite a bit more unfairly. I'll have a chat with him later, though.
As I had gotten the impression that there was no other engineer with this year.
Other than Vane, I think they were the only ones around, from what I heard.
If you ask me, best case scenario. Rather do something with minimal risk of injury.
Indeed, but Mercer was quite peeved that his workstation was sullied. Though Tashia says it wasn't sullied that badly.
It was not
I'm more
really a
inclined
soot
to
mark.
believe. I don't know how much a clean freak Mercer is, but who's to say? Still.
Well, I will say, I went down when Costa was helping with the repairs, and it was in quite a worse shape than it was last night.
You looking for somebody? You perhaps didn't hear me.
Doesn't he work in science? He's a chemist, right?
Yes, I believe so. I haven't met him yet. Found who he was looking for, I suppose. Saw him running back and forth over and over.
I imagine he's still finding his way through the ship.
Yes, be quite amazed.
Takes a day or two.
Sounds as though he's not accustomed to having access to food on a regular basis either. The sort
He was
of
a
life he
prisoner.
must have lived.
He technically still is. He's being forced to work here.
Don't like the sound of that. Well, he's not exactly in a cell here, at least.
See a UPA prisoner.
Yes.
Do you recall?
Trying to remember who it was who brought them. I don't believe it was the UPA directly. Mother group. Who was it?
I don't like idea of us having forced labor.
In a way, this year's in the same boat. Hello. We're just talking.
No. We're just kind
Waiting
of
for the ship
loitering in the
to take
hallway.
off.
Oh, that's right. I wonder.
You looked a bit grumpy.
Catch
You
you up.
feeling all right?
Oh yes. Please do.
We have two new individuals aboard the vessel. One is an individual who goes by
I'll take that
Timothy
in now.
or Marthy. They are related to Centaurian in some way. Come from a world that uses their people as auxiliary force. Apparently they were raiding a ship, perhaps? Refugees. Looking for something. Apparently the ship went down. We managed to find them and bring them aboard.
I see.
They were raiding a refugee ship?
To my understanding, yes.
That does not sit well with me.
Little
Is it
uneasy
a
myself.
duty sounding?
But I don't know the extent of which that really goes, what they were doing, if they were just on the ship looking, if they took the ship, or whatever they did. It's Centurion's business, and Capricia's business. But now they're aboard our vessel. There's no way for us to return them until we make our own return journey. So they're a bit stuck with us.
That could be a long ways off.
Yes. The other is a little bogalus. Like Palas.
Yes?
I think I
Yes.
saw them going down the hallway. I was about to ask. Just wondering if Paulus might have reproduced or something.
Oh, no. Apparently they snuck aboard one of the crates we brought aboard the vessel. A stowaway, actually. Can't rightly return them to the planet's surface because they're being hunted. Poached.
No, I recall. I met the poachers that were going after them.
Really?
Would that I had more of an opportunity to meet these poachers.
They were harmless to us, at least. So we did not bother them, they did not bother us. But we did see them attempting to hunt their game, and it seemed their game quite elusive to them. It was entertaining to watch the game of cat and mouse, but I do not exactly agree with it. But, you know, species hunt on just about every planet. It's not that far-fetched.
Individuals being hunted and taken away to who knows where for whatever purposes.
It's quite different when you poach a species that has the potential to become sentient.
Yes, understand, though. We can't rightly stick our nose where it doesn't belong. You get the rest of the ship tied up into a confrontation that we'd have to deal with.
Indeed. We have no shortage of
In any
problems.
other case,
We don't need more.
It's a hard decision to make.
In any other case, I might disagree with you. My business is sticking my nose where it doesn't belong.
Yes.
The whole job description.
Same with mine.
But fortunately, this time, the job description actually requires staying out of trouble as much as possible.
The less trouble, the better. Part of my job description.
Yes.
Still on?
I'm sorry, I have to say the slight hilarity of the situation of me walking back here after my conversation with Myra and to only see two people having not moved too much.
It's only been
during this whole time.
10 minutes, maybe?
It's only been a few minutes. We did move, we just came back. It was a nice quiet corner.
Live user turret.
Oh, but I suppose you're right. There's something I wanted to talk to you about, Gunch.
Oh?
Yes.
What would that be?
Well, if you wouldn't mind following me.
Go.
Well, don't mind me. I'm just attending to the security detail. I'm curious.
Oh, you know. I'd much rather this be a conversation with myself and Gunch if you do not mind.
Sure.
Apologies. I thought it might be pertinent for you to know that he did reach out to Oracle quite some time ago, actually.
I see.
So as regards the relics. And what to do with it.
And Oracle's thoughts on the matter?
I think you could imagine what Oracle's thoughts were.
Fair point.
An agent from my, so you could call them a pod, has been dispatched.
Dispatched, you say?
Yes, or who would like to
To
keep
us?
some tabs on what we've been doing here. Don't know when he'll arrive. But he will arrive.
And this agent of yours? Simply here to keep tabs and nothing more. Yes.
Yes. Oracle has a vested interest in what we do out here. I thought you should know in case there's a vessel that approaches us quickly. We do not shoot down one of my friends.
Well, I would hope they would at least hail us before approaching.
They should.
Regardless, I will say that Oracle having an agent on ship proper, keep tabs on us, is, of course, of a small risk to our security. While you may trust Oracle fully, I am not so entirely inclined.
It is understandable. However, you have had an agent of Oracle in security, keeping tabs.
Yes. Oh no, I am aware. But it is something I would prefer to keep an eye on myself, and I trust you enough, Argyll, to ensure that they do not do anything that would jeopardize the safety of the ship's crew.
Oh, never. Oracle needs to see this ship safely to its destination. And beyond, if possible. Otherwise, how are we supposed to find the unknown? Undiscovered. It's quite critical, really.
Well, so long as Oracle and us are aligned in that matter, then there shouldn't be a problem.
Yes.
Though it's not the kind of thing we would likely want everyone knowing.
Which is why I only wanted to disclose this information with you. I can only imagine how the captain might react when it happens. Or how he might react if he knew beforehand. Did let him know that I did contact Oracle. I do not expect it to send an agent. If it puts your mind at ease, it's an individual I know quite well. One of my partners at the Oracle agency.
And you trust this partner wholly?
Yes. He's covered my back on many missions.
Is hoping at least they can prove to be an asset to us.
Yes.
But I will be watching. I don't suspect you or them specifically, but you cannot blame me for being some amount of suspicious.
Absolutely. This is why I wanted to let you know. I would have hated
I do appreciate you telling me.
I would have hated for him to have arrived, and you have been a bit blindsided.
Indeed, that would have been a bit more disconcerting, and I probably would have met them with a little more hostility, we'll call it. But you telling me this at all does put my mind at ease to a degree. I will ensure that it is something that is kept on the down low, as they like to say.
Yes. Like I said, Not sure how well the captain would receive that information, or trust him. But he does have this way with his distrust of my organization. Doesn't trust any of them.
Seems a lot. I do not exactly blame them. I don't exactly so much trust in corporate.
Yeah.
So, they could certainly be worse than Oracle.
This is Officer Delan. Captain, when you have the time, could you please stop by the science?
I believe people are a bit afraid to ask. I'm an agent of Oracle. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm unapproachable. People could ask me about the organization whenever they feel. But I have seen and heard a lot of discontent around the company that I work for. To my face, really, which has always been disconcerting.
Corporate distrust is quite common on this ship, it seems.
Delon.
Yes.
This is
more
Captain.
reasons to keep it lower.
I'm currently unable to respond to that right now. If you and the others can handle it, please, that would be appreciated.
But could you imagine going to another ship and being immediately distrusted for what you are? I've met individuals like this, especially on Baratos Prime, and the neon cities there. Radicals.
It is one thing to be distrusted for what you are yourself. It is another thing to be distrusted for the interests you serve.
Yes. It is fair.
But I am no stranger to the concept. My kind isn't exactly spacefaring in the way they should be. So I'm met with as much curiosity as I am with, well, distrust. Perhaps it is not knowing that sets people at unease. Though luckily this ship has not been like that by any means. Quite diverse we are here.
Yes. Just hope it stays that way.
As do I.
To be fair, you've known my discontent with the other organizations. But I'd never say it to their face.
I suppose it just means you're more polite.
It's quite a bold thing to do. Tell an agent of a mega corporation that you hate them.
Is indeed.
Where I'm from, what I do for Oracle, part of my responsibilities was hunting down individuals that disrupted the organization. Mostly terrorists. Those who justify their actions because of one trauma or another decided to take it out on individuals that are affiliated with Oracle, whether they're innocent or not.
That kind of wanton violence that, well, is asking for that kind of response. Deserving of it, I suppose.
This is all new to me. Gunch. Used to running around the grungy cities, making allies with those of the lower parts, collecting information and acting.
And now look at you, stuck in a metal box hurtling through space.
Yes, wonderful, isn't it?
Dealing with lunatics that wear kettles on their heads.
Really stepped up in the world.
Indeed. Though you could still consider them a lower echelon of sorts. A shame we couldn't be allies. Though, not that I'd really want that either. They're all fucking lunatics.
We'll find a way to destroy them.
I'm sure we'll get our chance to bite back at them when they decide to rear their ugly heads. Kettle heads once more.
Indeed. Excuse me. I have something to do real quick.
Of course, Argyll. I do appreciate you telling me all this.
Yes.
I'll keep it between us. But I will be keeping my eye on it all.
Of course.
That's just my job. Don't let me keep you.
Thank you, Gunch.
Of course.
Hi.
Hello.
This is the guy, huh?
It is.
Yeah.
Already told Weird that I am ready, by the way.
Okay.
So it should be talking to me fine.
Okay. I'll jump back in. I just want to make sure you're all good.
Yeah, I was just having a little peek and see how the buy was around people.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just kind of wander around chatting about. I think this is more of a. It's gonna be more of a socially day. So. Yeah.
Yeah, but these are usually combat or stuff like that, or.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes we get boarded, or we'll they do. We'll have mission days where like. Usually it's like on and off. Like we'll have a social day, and then like a off ship mission, like the next session, so we can like go back and forth.
Ah.
Yeah.
Some people have an items. Where do you spawn them, or what do you get?
They are in like the
Oi.
Hi. In the like the locations that you'd find them. So like food items are like there's a button in the cafeteria that opens up a menu, or like the bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, for example, guns, tech stuff, all that jazz.
The guns are in the security area.
Okay. Don't feel like I'm gonna need any of them anytime soon, but still just want to like have the consideration.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Hi.
I'm just being the ghost, so I can just spawn in my room.
There.
Because I don't have an invisibility on Chatty, just so in case I'm, busy with something on another RP, but it's like quite the thing on the other RP right now. So I thought I'm gonna stay longer than usual. But now that everything is just settling down and everyone is doing their own thing, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna put my character to sleep and I'll jump here.
Yeah.
So now I am here. Time to be I forgot my voice mod.
Good luck.
Good thing I thought about that. Or else it would be like, ah, yes. Why do you speak normally? Oops.
You're very clear today. Let's check.
Yes.
Well, let's check over here. I wonder if he put a spawner. This is like the. No, he didn't.
I think they're mostly the models.
Yeah. I thought you may have put a box here or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it happens. It's okay.
I think the other room is the map. You like
teleporters?
Yeah.
I've been placing around some.
Yep.
Fun enough, I have teleported incorrectly and be on the roof of buildings somehow.
Oh.
Yeah, I teleport and I am on top of the on top of the sheep, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Oh no. Yeah.
Not all of them do that, but I understand that. I feel like my placement is a little off for some reason. I don't understand how. Oh.
No, I think that may just be an issue with the spawn location. Yeah. I'll go back out here real quick. So yeah, I was letting our head of security know that we might have a visitor sometime.
Yeah, I saw you talk with him about literally racism.
Yeah. Yep. So it'll be fun. I wonder what Weird is up to. He might be in a scene. Oh.
He's talking to right now. Yep, too.
I see.
The little freaky hand.
Yeah.
I forgot to like face bumps and do the thing, so it's kind of like me.
I mean, they look really cool. I like them.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm gonna go jump back in and wait for your arrival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understood. Oh.
Oh. That was pretty cool. Yeah. I got one.
Little bionic ability.
I just figured out how to do sounds, so like I was able to put one on mine.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with agents of Oracle. We just like to be invisible. Shut up.
What are you all doing in your free time? Oh no.
I don't know.
You talk to him in my ears and tell me when I'm ready.
All right, I'll jump back in. Bye.
Thrown into the incinerator or out the airlock. It should be sought out to have someone fix it.
Who's being thrown in the incinerator?
No one.
Nobody.
Have you seen any of the doctors?
Oh, I believe there was one that was walking around. What's the name? Echo. From the night shift.
Either way, we need someone in medical. Delon passed out.
He did what?
He passed out.
Well, I'll go look for him.
Now, Delon's already in medical.
Not Delon, a medical individual.
No. Agreed.
We'll check the cabinets first. Gunch, have you seen any of the medical personnel?
Unfortunately, I haven't. I'm aware of the situation.
Damn.
Sid says he hasn't seen any either.
There's a new one walking around. Let's find them.
Have we tried reaching them over comms?
I have not. Do we have the connection to their comms? Suppose the captain does.
I should be able to patch into their communications.
Or the AI. The AI may be able to contact somebody quite quickly.
Indeed, might be better that way, rather than me fumbling with the radio.
Damn. I'm gonna check the bar. So doctors hang out, yes?
Seems we're all checking.
No. Where have they gone to?
See if I can get them on the line.
Not at the
Gods
bar.
know they don't want to hear my voice.
You tracked down anyone in medical?
Not yet.
Would feel a little lurch, just slightly, and then they would start to feel the engines engaging, as it is time for takeoff.
Security Officer Argyll, are you searching for someone?
Yes. Any member of the medical personnel? They have an individual in the med bay.
There are 2 members of medical that are active. They are both within Red Room 1, watching over Dr. Talib.
Understood. Would you mind contacting one of them? Officer DeLon has passed out.
I will
There's a need of some attention.
inform them.
Thank you very much. Red one. Both of them.
Alright. You keep track of them.
Seems you found a medical personnel.
Yes. Not too late. If you're alive and kicking already, what happened?
Everything else, there's 4 ships around us. 2 of them are fairly close, but I was able to contact them, like I said, and we asked for a safe course around them. The other 2 are pretty far out. Hopefully, by the time we get up to orbit, we'll be far enough away from them that we won't be in their way. They seem friendly.
Good. MU, can you hear me?
Stay that way.
Yes, Captain.
Raise shields to max. I don't want to get hit with any debris once we exit orbit.
Understood. Raising shields.
Gamch, give me a status on hull integrity.
Checking now.
With a natural 20, the hull is completely intact and undamaged. Any repairs that were made were perfectly successful.
Hull integrity sitting at a nice, comfortable 100%. No major damage.
Costa, could you check reactor power?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Vane, check weapon status for me, please.
16. Reactor is functional, operative, and as you would expect it.
Reactor seems perfectly fine, Captain.
Good.
Captain, you will receive a transmission supply.
Getting a transmission catching the world now. Excellent. Transmission coming on you.
Is open. Captain of the Terra 1.
No, I'm just.
Captain of the
One thing first, I see if I can learn through my oath. My
You
food.
get up to orbit.
One of those oaths.
Like permission to dock. Let a representative.
The thing I can't. I'm just fine.
Whoopsie.
I have a feeling that he will actually be useful.
Yes.
Teach them how to use the buttons, and get another hand on the ship. Better than this thing.
Alright, I'm sure.
It's quite fast. I did say I contacted them a while ago, did I not?
Oh. Oh, God.
No, I believe that was neglected.
Apologies, I thought I had mentioned it. A representative. Likely had had to check on their interests.
I don't know. Warmonger. Wait, hold on. That's the warmonger.
Alright.
Brace.
Racing.
Everyone will feel the engines engage as we begin to pilot up and off of this planet. Archer directs the ship north with Gunch's help, the captain's direction. Archer is able to navigate the ship almost directly up as they were instructed by the crews that they radioed for help. And the Tara 1 will successfully be off the planet and in orbit out of the atmosphere.
Wonderful.
Afterwards. Good. We should start our hyper jumps to our primary objective. The coaching weekend.
Yes, the sooner we get out of
I'm
this
not looking
neighborhood,
forward to the
specifically,
next
better.
little place we visit.
Agreed.
Codes go in without
Surely it'll be better
coordinates
than the last one.
solid.
Surely, yes.
Any visual of that Oracle ship on the scanners?
Very well. Sending clearances for
anything,
them
Gunch?
to dock.
Scanners are clear for now. I imagine they'll come on soon here.
As the Oracle
Assuming
ship
they're beacons.
receives clearance to dock, we'll watch as it pulls up alongside the ship.
Oh, there it is.
The ship will shake a bit as they attach to each other. But
Excellent work, everyone.
You alright, Stuart?
Archie,
Much
keep it
cleaner
on standby
taking
for
off
when we have to
then.
actually jump.
Well done. Back into space. Lovely.
Don't worry about it.
Yes. What a new guest.
I'm just glad the
Do you
ship
have any
didn't crash.
You want to talk about our
Land
guest?
a thing.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, so I heard.
Yes.
There's a little bit
I'm
of a
more
slide
interested on how they found us.
It could surprise you that much, Captain. I have been making reports to Oracle daily.
I've flown smaller craft, plenty, but something.
Yeah, but why are they meeting us out
Quite a
here?
different animal, I learned.
I suspect they like to keep tabs.
Any landing for walking?
You have a vested interest in what we're doing out
Reports
here.
on-
Good point.
Your reports aren't satisfactory.
Any landing where the ship
With all the dangers around here, Captain, like an alpha level Cyrus.
You flatter me.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Did I just hear the magic word?
I heard it was
The G word. Did I just hear that correctly?
Oh, it wasn't that bad. It just was not.
Gassed. What? What is this? What's happening?
You heard it correctly. I'm going to the hangar to meet them.
You're joking.
No.
You have to shoot anybody?
Oracle's here to come visit.
Oh no. Our weapons remain entirely unused.
Argyll?
Yes.
Was this your invitation? Did you send a letter?
Yes, I thought I had said this quite a while ago.
No, you did not.
I believe I did.
No.
Interesting. On the other hand, we have now left the planet.
Oh, come now. It'll be fine. If I know who they sent, I have an idea.
The tablet.
Well, they're individual.
That artifact isn't to be handled by anyone right now.
Understood, yes. I carried Dr. Tally to their room. Medicals was with them. When I left.
Thank you.
Something wrong with Dr. Tally?
Might I be of any assistance?
I'll let you know. We have to go meet our new guests.
Should you need me, I will be in standby.
She's in the room.
Very well. Yes, Dr. Talai passed out.
Is this related to the artifacts?
Correct.
Wonderful.
One in particular.
Which one?
The tablet. The tablet. It seems to have a psionic entity attached to it. It's protecting whatever's on it and creates a mirage that hypnotizes the people who look at it.
That's curious. We didn't find any or sense any psionic energies off of that one. So it's activated.
No. I wouldn't say it's activated, because it doesn't give off the energy itself. I'd say that the entity is dormant until it's needed.
It's concerning.
I have a suspicion. But I have a suspicion it's mostly there to protect the information on the tablet.
Why are you looking at me like that? Hey, I understand more than anybody what a bad day is like, okay? I'm gonna walk up the stairs now.
Pardon?
I wouldn't go up there. That's where we're all going.
Oh, right. That's actually
Just keep following you. It's not a problem, Burke.
Too late now.
Would you prefer the rest of the crew to not enter the hangar?
Not for right now.
Understood.
He read quick, didn't he? Thought he might stick around for a word.
Yes. How are you feeling? Let's see. We can have a discussion about it in a minute. We have a new guest arriving.
Oh dear indeed.
Welcome aboard the Terra 1.
It is a pleasure.
Pleasure.
Introducing myself, House Rye, from Oracle.
Captain Gerald Harbinson, Luck and Military.
It's a pleasure.
It's been a while.
I have. Didn't expect. That's the change itself. About grown.
Sorry, a bit hard to understand.
Is it that much complication? I can adjust the modulation on my tone.
Perhaps a little bit.
Is that better?
Yes.
It tends to happen. Going through outer space.
Yes.
Making sure that I don't suffer a little bit of asphyxiation.
The captain has already introduced himself. This is one of our other security members. Refer to him as Sid.
Sidian, yes.
Yes.
Pleasure, Sid.
Captain, this is one of the individuals I spoke to you about back during the first time we met. One of my partners at the Oracle Agency.
I see. Oh, pleasure to meet you.
Yes.
Pleasure is mine.
He's looking at
I
me
will
like...
say, though, the visit is a bit of a surprise to us. Weren't exactly aware.
Yes, I do apologize. It was a bit of a miscommunication on my part.
Yeah. I will have a word with you and then about it.
Of course.
Then, please don't mind my presence too much, as my stay will be temporary.
Very well. Trust that Argyll can show you around.
Absolutely. Shall we?
Please and thank you.
Allow you two some time to catch up.
Sorry for the somewhat cold introduction.
Oh, I'm expecting something.
Yes. Individuals here. The corporate agent has boarded the vessel. People tend to freeze. Our cafeteria.
I could make that a reality if possible.
Yes. If you should need anything, usually we have a chef around. I'd request on them. If you were to find something.
Very small and
Yes. It's probably not what you're used to. Certainly not what I'm used to.
definitely is a change. Oh no, it definitely has been quite a huge change for you. I imagine you're already acclimated.
Acclimated? Heavens no. Every day feels like I'm stuck aboard this tiny tin can.
We'll have it there, right?
Yes.
Well, I imagine there's more than just the cafeteria.
Absolutely. As I mentioned in some of my reports, the captain, as much as I trust him, is not a big fan of our organization. That's the cold introduction. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'll see if I can stuff them with personality a little bit that they can know.
Have a good day.
Work must be done.
The science labs.
Oh, hope you have a some good. You being here will be quite the answer already, Bond. hope they have something to hurt you.
Possibly. There's some new discoveries about the artifact concerning. Oh yes, may I introduce you?
Introduce us?
Do you prefer Ace?
For simplicity's sake, let's...
He is a member of Oracle, one of my partners at the Oracle Agency.
Nice to meet you.
It is a pleasure.
My name is ME54.
Pleasure.
Vane.
Vane.
This one here is Officer Tashir, an individual of security.
Yes.
Of
course.
The one walking away from us is Dr. Tale. I believe they went right back to work.
I used to do that.
Yes. Very.
Oh well. I hope my staying here will incommodate all of you, as it will be temporary. You can all
Oh, good.
If it puts all your minds at ease, I trust this individual.
Good enough for me.
Our control room. Usually we will do planning for planet side. Security, this is where I work.
No. Thank the board for that.
Yes. Just so that you're aware, your modulation occasionally will dip too low and cut out.
How about this? This is Khan.
I think that's good. Uh-oh. Did I crash?
No, you're fine. I believe.
Sorry about that. Crashed. We'll get back into it.
And who knows what duties would have called me today.
Well, if you are going to be accompanying us, you may as well make yourself familiar with the ship. And as you would, but behave yourself, naturally.
He's right behind me. I didn't even notice him. It's funny. Alright, get back into it. Yes, sorry about that.
I hear him now.
There you are.
Temporal disturbance. Had to take a rest.
It happens.
Yes.
Gotta mind your abilities.
Yes. I've had to do that quite a bit, unfortunately. In one instance, I had to pull information out of somebody's mind, and it did not go so well. For either of us.
Oh no.
Yes. Oh.
It would be such a shame to just induce a headache to someone else and just be like, oh.
Yes.
Oh, an opportunity. An escape. But I already made myself acquaintance to the head of security.
Oh, wonderful. This is Ganj. This is medical. Good day.
They're feeling alright? Are they contagious?
Oh, no, they're fine. Right? Yes.
But, oh.
Not at all. They're just showing an individual around the ship.
It's a pleasure. You may refer to me as Ace. I repaired myself, and I'll do it again. You may refer to me as Ace. It's a pleasure. Alright. You're gonna feel extremely cold.
That's really funny.
It's a pleasure. Have your pardon me. I still need to be shown the rest of the ship.
Yes. Commander.
Argyll, had the pleasure of meeting your acquaintance here.
Yes, this is the one I was referring to.
Yes. I say, I don't think I've really seen someone quite like you before. Are your hands supposed to be disjointed from the rest of your body like that?
Correct. There are a unique trait of my awakening. Apologies, I just did a handshake. There you go.
Very interesting. Clearly I need to study these psionics more. They were quite confusing to me.
It's understandable. After all, there's a whole lot we do not know. Perhaps more so than we do.
Scary thought, that is.
Yes.
There's quite lots to learn indeed.
It's why we exist. After all. If you don't mind, continue on this tour and meet back up with you.
It's been 100 years.
Oh. Hello, Sid.
Argyll.
Chief Engineer Mercer.
Yes.
I'd like you
Pleasure.
to meet my acquaintance here. He's an agent of Oracle. Actually from my same agency. Oh, this is Ace.
I could tell. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Chief Engineer James Mercer.
James. What a strong name. Well, thank you for keeping this ship afloat.
Trying my best.
Yes. It's quite a lot of repair on this vessel. eBay did not give us the very best of the best. Unfortunate.
Not really, no. I was actually talking to the captain about that earlier.
Yes. So Windows Vista scandal. Glad that has been put to rest. Could you imagine? The ship was running on an operating system that's ancient.
Several thousand years out of date.
Yes.
Little out of its time, that's for sure. The present there is still operative.
Well, we have a good science team that was able to get their own up and running.
I see.
Yes.
Capable crew. That's good to hear.
Very much so. Everyone aboard this vessel has proven their worth, I think, 10 times over.
I wouldn't go that far, but...
Alright. 2 times over, then.
Sure.
Most of them.
Most of them.
Yes.
You haven't happened to see the captain around, have you?
I believe he went towards security.
I just came from there.
Well,
of course.
Perhaps he went down. Or to his room.
I just came from there, too.
Well, I'm not being very helpful. Apologies.
Quite alright. I already went to the places he frequents, and all I've heard is perhaps he's here, perhaps he's there.
Yes. I did just see him. He was walking that way. Just a few minutes ago.
Worst comes to worst, I'll check with the AI.
Yes. I won't keep you any longer. I'm sure you're very busy.
Trying to be.
Oh, you need work?
No. Believe it or not. But if you have work for me, I'll pawn it off on someone else.
Perfect. Take care, Mercer.
You as well. Pleasure to meet you. Is it Ace?
Correct, James. If you excuse me.
I can help you with chatting.
Hydroponics. Fortunately, it's sealed currently. Science is access. They usually have their meetings there. It's actually quite fascinating. Speaking about the operating system, the engineers were able to create a system, much like the Vlakin, who's like our captain, a big dog individual. They've integrated psionics into the operating system to hopefully allow him to communicate with his ship. Feel it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That is implemented to the captain, right? Or...
I believe he's using bioscanners of individuals that have psionics. I believe I am aboard one of the individuals who can access it. Not so sure how I feel about that.
Interesting. It's not out of the realm of ordinary for us.
Yes. I prefer my ships not to speak back. Captain's quarters are here, along with any pods that you might find ourselves if we're in a dire situation and need to get away.
Very limited in number.
Yeah.
I see.
Believe it or not, they rotate out.
Oh, there you have it.
I can imagine.
As long as they work, Mercer.
The possibility of a failure to occur would be catastrophic.
Yes.
To only lay down in at least a max of 6. And with the numbers, I think that's...
Or could you imagine if you were in the residential area, which is below deck? Have to scramble up to get to those. Be quite a challenge.
I see. Is your resting quarters at least big?
Oh, they're dreadful. We share them.
I'm retiring early tonight.
Rain.
We have an individual who... Here's our hangar. Sorry, had someone speaking in my ear.
You're right. It would be the first or last time.
Yes. Ace. They're going to be very protective of these relics. I hope you know that.
We'll talk that later.
Yes. The UPA actually had missiles just hanging around the bay when we first got here. Had to secure them day one.
Well, at least someone has some sense of self-preservation.
Be honest. Something not quite right about this expedition.
Everything seems to be below adequate standards.
Yes. Especially with so many backing this expedition. Oracle notwithstanding, we have individuals aboard this vessel from all the mega corporations. Or most. And this is below standards, even for the UPA.
I'm sure they have their reasons. Maybe good, maybe bad.
Yes. Mystery to be discovered, I suppose. Let's hope before the ship explodes.
That'll be dreadful. So I'll be only able to survive a couple of seconds out there in devoid of space.
Yes. Here we have the below quarters, handful of individuals. This is what we refer to as our green quarter. It's the green signs. This is our reactor.
No.
Yes. Not much time is spent in here.
Pales in comparison.
Yes.
But at least it's a nice battery.
Out of all the rooms, this seems. Yes.
I don't believe that you should be in this room.
Why not?
This is the reactor room?
Yes.
Very dangerous. If someone bumps a button in here, the whole ship could explode.
Oh, don't worry. We're not going inside. I'm just showing them around.
Thank you for the warning, though, madam.
Oh, how terribly rude. This is Costa, my bunkmate. This is Ace. He's an agent of Oracle. Actually works from my pod of agents. Well, with me.
See.
Yes.
It is a pleasure. The pleasure is mine. It's good to see that you have made yourself a quite lovely partner.
Anyways, I believe they went either back. They were hiding around the corner here.
Showing them the training room.
I see. Yes, we have a area for training or exercise.
I see.
We don't completely lose our minds.
It's good to do some recreative exercises in various shapes and forms.
Yes. Usually my job here on the ship prohibits me from taking part in many of the activities down here. Quite busy.
Are you sure just because it would be unfair for them to deal with you?
Perhaps. It's better that they don't know, I think. All of the extent of my abilities.
That is good.
To keep something secret. Otherwise, what's the fun?
Indeed.
Well, I hope your trip here wasn't... Sorry. I hope your trip here wasn't as rough as it was getting out here.
It's not below me, but it definitely sure is a hassle. But I think it was fruitful if I get to see your face once more.
Yes. It's been a curious few weeks out here in space. Bandits, marauders.
Oh.
Threatened by Atlas. It is an interesting little turn of events. Something we'll discuss a bit later.
Ah, yes, I imagine these are some of the resting quarters.
That's right. Red quarters. And blue. Those are mine.
Even by classification, I see.
Yes. Don't know if there's any real clarification behind the colors. It's just a way to denote the sector that you're sleeping in.
There's a lot of rulings when dealing with space traveling, so it is to be expected.
Yes. Of course, the bar.
Nah. A place where people can kill their neurons.
Yes. The one that just scurried
At
away
will.
is one of our researchers. I haven't had a chance to meet them. Every time I see them, they run from me. I didn't expect Costa to get so angry about the reactor room. She is right. It's a dangerous place to be. She is one of the engineers, after all.
I figure by the knowledge and worries of our presence in there.
Yes. So it met with immediate speculation. Unfortunately. Our engine room. Down this corridor here is our AI, which only the captain and the chief engineer are permitted to go in.
Understand.
For obvious reasons. We don't want any individuals tampering with what they shouldn't.
Are they locked only into that room? Are they not able to project themselves around the rest of the ship?
Oh, the AI can project themselves whenever they feel like it, as chief engineer right there. But...
The main core is in there, I see.
Yes.
With all much of an understanding.
Argyll, Ace.
James?
Shall we go find a place to chat? Or would you like to go meander the ship on your own?
No, I think this will be a perfect time for us to talk.
Very well. Oh, actually, this is an individual you might want to meet. A doctor. This is Dr. Talay, part of the research team.
It is a pleasure. I'm Orswai, or you may refer to me as Ace. I come visiting from the side of Oracle. A little bit of unexpected for myself as well. Though it might be temporary, I hope my visit doesn't disturb or causes you trouble.
Of course. I cannot believe it will. Thank you. I have questions regarding your corporation. Though I have been advised to not ask said questions at the moment.
That is curious. Well. Let's go have that chat.
Alright, okay, Team Blue or Team Red?
Kross, would you mind if I used our room for a chat?
I was gonna go in there to write something, but sure, I can leave.
Damn, I can find another space.
No, you can use our room.
Alright.
I'll just grab some paper from science.
Very well. Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
It is appreciated.
I got a quick question. Sorry. Hi, Archer, pilot. Quick question. The group that dropped you off, are they going to be leaving anytime soon? We have to sort of get going.
Oh, don't worry about that. They will be able to follow us just in case if there's any delay.
What do you mean by follow us?
We're charting new pathways through the galaxy. It'll make it easier for other ships to follow.
Let's see. So they're waiting on us to jump right now.
Well, I believe they can.
I don't see why not.
I'll let the captain know.
Thank you, Archer. Hello, MU.
Hello. I would work on Tully's suit, but I already had a project going today.
I would too, but I also
Yeah, well, I don't know if
Thank you.
Yes. Very. Literally stacked on top of each other.
Very well. I guess we'll take.
If you wish to sit down there. Hey, we don't have to stand the entire time.
Very well then.
So as you can see, corporate distrust is at an all-time high here in the vessel. I don't know if you've picked it up.
Finally, I can breathe a little bit more calmly.
Yes.
Yeah, it is to be expected every time we visit other sides of vessels. Oh boy. That bad has been.
Well, they're so bold as to say to my face how much they despise our company while I work for them.
Work for them, I see.
There have been some run-ins. None violent, just whispers.
Nothing new.
Yes.
No question inferior us. But that's what Oracle took us in.
Yes. Just like Tele. I'm sure somebody told her not to speak with us. She doesn't quite grasp the nuances of common. So they're very honest.
Well. Well, I am not insulting, as my emotional state is not to be considered so fragile, so...
Yes.
May they whisper, may they spread rumors, I do not care.
The pilot is one of the ones I'm trying to keep a bit of an eye on. They're an agent of Atlas. Yes. Had a bit of a run-in. Or should I say, scuffle. We picked up these artifacts, you see, aboard an Atlas vessel, which, as you can imagine, is against protocol from Oracle and the UPA. So the UPA would like to keep them, lock them away in their vaults, and of course we'd like to research them. We acquire these artifacts. We have them stored upstairs in the science room. Tele is currently the head researcher on that. And then Atlas showed up. They had been reported, of course, by our pilot that we had absconded with some individual items.
Loose mouth.
Yes. put the ship in quite a lot of danger. The individual made quite a lot of threats. Didn't care much.
This is Commander Gunch. Assuming there's nothing pressing at hand, I'm going to be turning in for the night.
As it is expected from other corporations.
Yes.
The only ones who achieve their goal, yes or yes. Without any ways to mediate.
To be fair,
thankfully for us, we understand the difference of pure ego and, well, at least having a full developed brain.
I may have misplayed my hand in that negotiation, unfortunately. The captain and I are personal friends, you see. He was leveraging the fact that the UPA has got its regulations and Atlas was breaking them, which I had to remind him many times that they do not care. And they said as much in our negotiations. So I tried a tactic, and tried to leverage our organization to back him up. If they were to take those artifacts, they were taking them from us. The captain was manipulated, unfortunately, by that Atlas agent, and he turned him against me. So the argument became me overstepping my bounds. Unfortunate.
This way is some mud air underwater. It's a complication, said Mac.
Yes. Beyond that, we have one relic that is psionically charged. It can find water. Or has the ability to detect water. Another appears to be an egg of some type. Its contents unknown. And the third is a tablet.
Has there been no testing whatsoever? Has your ship done any proper studies of it?
With what equipment? All of our science individuals are psionically dull. In fact, today they were investigating our third artifact, which is a tablet, and apparently it awoken something and knocked the scientist unconscious. Oh no. I might give him a report. I'm kind of walk around.
Are you sure those hints aren't contagious?
Yes, not quite. They could be. But yes.
Probably troublesome.
Where was I? Oh, yes, the doctor attempted to access the tablet today and knocked herself unconscious. An entity came out and attacked her.
An entity?
Yes.
Something made physical out of thin air. Bypassing the laws of math and physics. That is quite... well... quite marvelous. It could provide a huge way of portability of either items, creatures, many other ways if it's properly tested.
Yes. Or a new threat. It'll need to be contained.
As it is now, yes. If we're able to detach the said creature from the tablet, then it can become something more valuable. Or else it's just another tool of violence. Kinda wish many of the artifact creators were more creative than simplistic. Though I imagine they had their reasons.
There is something peculiar about this whole situation. I was able to track where that Atlas ship is
Would
going.
feel the ship just going to jump.
And off we go.
But sure, the vessel of the company will be able to follow us without any delay.
We're creating our own pathways through space. It's mostly uncharted. Argyll shouldn't have a problem following us. The vessel that we got these artifacts from headed to a location that may be psionically charged itself. I haven't told anyone this information yet, but I do have it mapped.
Ah, promising. A hidden bolt out there.
Yes. Look at the captain. He's an anthropologist at heart. I believe if he had his way, he'd return the artifacts to where they came from.
That could be hopefully a leeway for them not to be brought back to the UPA.
Well, he's also very heavily leaning on this idea that the UPA will take them in and let him look at them at his leisure. Which is making it very hard
I'm
to
not sure how they...
It's making it very hard to convince him that we should take them.
Well, I imagine there has been examples of how these artifacts could be used for, well, providing a global change to those who need them.
Yes.
As for the relic, that could be, well, some sort of pulse to discover water. Could be incredibly useful to those that are desert-type planets.
Oh yes. Certainly.
It could reduce also the wars of, well, any other countries that require water as their main source.
Would you imagine if we found a way to reverse engineer that?
Hmm.
The amount of people that...
Elemental locator.
Yes.
No, even more specific. Something simple as a tracker without its easy detectability.
I see. It's a curious way to use it.
It's always a positive and a negative. Doesn't matter what.
That's pretty much all
If you want to bring options to the captain for it, you also need to make sure that they understand the dangers of them.
Yes. Well, my primary objective is to keep this ship safe and its crew. Which I intend to do, regardless of whether or not Atlas thinks that those artifacts are theirs or not.
Well, if the suggestion is to return them to their place of origin, that would be a way to withhold the trespassing of at the UBA, apologies, into this matter. Yes, I would prefer us, or researchers in Oracle, to take them personally. And other objects of greed to the common high. So, any compensations for them would be almost too small, no matter the number. So, if what you're saying is right about the equipment you have in this vessel, there may be some way that we can also tempt the captain. So, the individuals in this crew could be more protected. Find an easy way of understanding what they're meddling with the right equipment.
I'm sure there's a lot.
After all, a captain always makes sure to keep their crew safe.
This won't be the first time I'll run into relics. Was there any questions I could answer that you might have?
You said that Atlas already stepped in, threatened the captain, and make things more complicated, solidifying the need for the UPA to withhold these items.
Yes, in a way. They had come aboard the vessel, requesting that we return what was theirs. Which, it's no longer theirs.
Bold assumption.
It's ours. And then he made this argument that it was for this some greater good that he needed them returned, and tried to play the captain in that way. Fortunately, I believe he's somewhat successful. Captain doesn't trust him, but he also doesn't trust me. Not enough to take those away.
Well, hopefully two hands can at least find some leeway into the captain. So,
yes.
If I can have a discussion with him anytime soon, that would be nice.
Yes. We can go see if he's available.
Before then, just to make sure of the entirety of your repertoire, is the artifact and can discover water in a planet, correct?
Yes, or in space. Actually, it worked on our cafeteria.
I see.
It's an object when held in your hand. It points you in the direction of water.
Is it just like a thin, tube-like structure?
Yes.
I see. I think I have a mental idea how it looks.
Yes.
Except
for this one seems supercharged with psionic energies.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing, wow. The other one is an egg who is still completely unknown to all of you. Escape off. And the third one is the tablet who has a creature that already attacked the science.
That's right.
I see. Oh, the researchers managed to push back said creature.
I do not know. This information came to me today.
I see. Alright. I think I got most of what I need. Am I to be expected to be... Pardon the vocabulary. Backstab, a gun on the back of my head, some sort of weaponry that will slash me.
Well, that would be very foolish.
In said mediation.
Most of what is recorded on the vessel is recorded by the AI. So if a violent action was to occur, well, security would know about it.
Understand.
It's unlikely. It could happen. It's actually a fear of mine that one day someone's going to put a bullet in my back. But I suppose it comes with a job.
Okay. Well, that worked perfectly for me.
Yes. Good day.
I didn't know it'd stay.
It's just polite. Could be night, I suppose. Now the real trick is to how to find the captain.
But I am allowed to be able to much quicker, but I am, of course, withheld in my abilities out of respect and courtesy.
I would hate to give him a fright. They all already seem on edge about the situation.
Understood.
Simon seems to have retired as well. Hello.
He's always in an armor, and you can only see your face. Some people are slightly distrust of me because of this, but I do not mind it. How are you today?
I nearly,
the way that these
I don't remember anybody, I didn't remember the captain, and I hope I didn't offend him by...
this part.
Have you gone to medical and had it looked at?
Water comes out of here, so if you want to use it,
Yes.
tip it this way into your roots.
The
That's how I see it.
Valora? She said her name was, gave me an exam, and she gave me medication for my bullet wounds.
It drains out the water faster.
That's good to hear.
Have any of you seen the captain by any chance?
They have already,
Here you go. It should drip out over time so you can get your water.
No, I'm thinking of Sid for some reason. Sorry. I have not seen them for a bit. I saw them walking past the bridge at one point, but not after that.
Alright.
Cashier.
Should keep looking for him then. Perhaps he's in his quarters. Check there next. You know, we have all this technology. I suppose we should use it. Captain, this is Argyll. When you have a moment, can you let me know where you're at so I can go meet you? Oh, I sent him a message. We can check the cameras. Perhaps they'll spy him. There he is. He's in the training area.
Alright, let's pay him up, is it?
Yes. To be honest, didn't quite expect the captain to choose me to help guide you around the ship today. Thought he might pick Sid. It's the other Vlachen that was with him. They're very close. Captain.
No. Argyll. Give me 1 moment. I was just taking this area to medical.
Understood. Siri is another one of our security agents. A poor girl has been, lack of a better term, brainwashed. In a way. Military fashion. Has to be given strict orders. Even to eat.
Just a little bit of rewiring of their common habits.
It was done by a UPA general. Admiral.
Such is a way of beast.
Yeah.
Though it does leave some emotional distress when treated with.
Are you looking for Siri?
I'm just wondering right now.
Understood.
I'm assuming it was back in the training room.
Believe that she was just being taken to medical. Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Actually, would it be alright if we step into that training arena?
Absolutely.
I want to believe that the vessel is strong enough to withhold some of the psionics, so I am here expecting that the resources of the ship that is keeping you, well, alive isn't so fragile.
You're wishing to test the ship's metal, are you, against psionic attacks? I'll be honest, I'm not so sure the ship will actually handle it.
It won't be an attack. It will be a distortion. Interesting.
Yes. So I prevent attacks from exiting this area. It's a bit jarring sometimes.
I can see that. Eyes are definitely trying to get used to it.
Mine have never gotten used to it.
I'll fix it, I swear.
Yes. Whoever that is, goes aboard this vessel, I can't believe it.
I can believe I'm hearing the voices of Jane this far away. Oh well.
Shall I step back?
No, that hurts.
Oh, it's really hurting my eyes.
Let's see if a minor distortion could cause a vacuum effect in here. should be controlled, so I assure your safety.
Well, I appreciate that.
Well, there it goes. If it's tough enough.
Yes. Yes.
With such an effect. Oh, that's promising.
Ah, Captain.
Apologies for
was
that.
It's fine. How was your visit?
Very welcoming. Everyone behaved very well. I wasn't assaulted or stabbed. And the tour guide was magnificent.
Well, of course.
Yes. Jokes aside, I'm very sure it's quite obvious why my presence is here, Captain.
Partially. Still don't know fully why.
Well, I would like to have a discussion with you, as some observations have been made up around the vessel that I would like to provide you with options. Those are all under your control, and these are just a mere offer from the side of Oracle. As I've noticed that the vessel itself is very promising in its crew as well. Though I've noticed that the science team under research is lacking a little bit in assets involving the understanding of some of the reliquary or objects of power.
I believe what Ace is saying is that
Imagine.
we are laughably understaffed and/or equipment for relic studies.
Mm-hmm. I suppose that you have a suggestion to remedy this.
Indeed. As we can assist with the acquisition of said tools for all of you to have a list of a grasping hand of what it is to be discovered of any things you may encounter out there. As I have heard, unfortunately, the current incident of one of your research team out while walking in the corridors. It's to be said that such things could have been prevented if the equipment was somewhat met to the standards. And some sorts could be prepared and provided to yourself, installed in this ship, make a little bit more secure for them.
You see, of course, this is a corporation we're talking about. Nothing is free. So, what is it that you're after in exchange?
Nothing big, nothing out of your salary, of course, but to put a price on the research of knowledge, the unknown out there is a little bit outrageous to the consideration of what we're facing, what we do not understand, as things could be something so simple or life-changing, world-changing. We can modify civilizations like that. But without the individuals with the initiative to portray this test, it's all useless. So, I'll provide you with two options. You are free to deny them, of course, and others could be put in exchange of this. For the acquisition of the necessary equipment for your crew, the upcoming two artifacts that you might encounter, we could share the knowledge between your crew and Argyll for its research. I think that will be a good enough price.
And your second?
As I have heard of the recent incident of one of your researchers, it is obvious that you have some of them in possession already. It is understanding that some of these artifacts come from somewhere, a place of origin. And if you all manage to deduce this place, I would like to request the returning of said artifacts to those places.
I see.
It will be a way to safekeep them from the hands of individuals or other corporations who would like to use them in nefarious ways. In that way, we can have a safe zone, if you wanted to put it that way. Control area.
Very well. I'll think on this. And I'll discuss it with our science director.
Thank you for hearing my options and for your time.
Very well. Was there anything further?
Mere personal question, if I may.
Go ahead.
As a captain, I understand you are there to face the unknown out there in the vast of space. I understand your resources are limited. Would future collaboration would be available or on the table?
It always depends. Can't say for certain. It's not entirely on my call.
That is true. As a captain, you must discuss this with your crew and hear their thoughts about it. As everyone is valuable in their opinions too. Very well. Thank you very much for your time.
Of course. I hope you enjoy your stay with us in the time that you have here. By the way, it is late for me, so I will be retiring. Thank you both.
Very well. Suppose it is about that time.
Have a good night, both of you.
You as well, Captain.
Thank you.
You as well.
How to get a
better than expected.
Yes. That's how to get a read on what he's thinking.
Well, the two options are already put on the table for them to consider. Both simple. Return the artifacts to their place of belonging, or have them think a little bit more for something that is yet not in their hands. They got the free willing and choosing of said artifacts as they now specify. May this form a small bridge for further negotiation.
Yes. Do you suspect he'll be here tomorrow?
I'm quite jumping in excitement for it, as you can tell.
I see.
Though I also need to make sure that I relay this information to my vessel as well.
Yes.
Oh well.
I shall retire for the evening.
Yes, I think it gets around that time.
You're welcome to stay aboard the vessel or board your own. I'm sure it's much more luxurious than this.
Oh, please. You know I want a better meal. I would invite you, but I don't think they would like you back if I do so.
Oh, is that so?
Alright.
What, throwing your agent to the farthest edge of the galaxy? Quite inviting. Any agent would jump at the opportunity. Sarcasm, of course.
Of course it would.
Did you believe that there was a rumor started aboard the vessel that I collect shoes?
I found that difficult to believe.
Yes. I don't think it spread as much, which is good.
Some sort of entertainment for the crew itself.
Yes. Well, hello, Chef. Almost didn't recognize you without your suit on.
It's only a hologram. I hurt my hand, so it's iced.
I see. You alright?
Feeling a little under the weather.
Understood.
Who is...
This is Ace. He's another partner agent of mine from Argyll.
Oh. Good day. Well met.
Good day to you too. You need assistance of medical by any chance? Or...
Oh, I've already been seen to. It's just some light swelling.
As long as you have the artifact, it should disappear.
Thank you very much.
No use wasting supplies and energy on a booze.
Understood.
Oh, very well, sorry.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take up your time.
No, of course. Sorry for my bluntness. Good
Not
to
at
see
all.
you. And nice to
Recover well.
Quite the crew aboard this vessel. As much as the head engineer might put him down. Suppose it's his way. But I'm gonna head back to my
You're
room.
getting me towards...
Yes, I meant to go take a turn, but then I kind of got distracted by the chef. That happens a lot around here. You get turned around quite easily.
A little bit maze-like.
If you are looking for the exit towards your ship, to be down this hall, yeah, I'll just escort you. It's probably more fitting. Have you wander the ship alone?
No, not again.
Hate for some random terrorist to jump out of the walls and stab you.
Oh no, I've been left alone again instead of the security room where all the guns are in.
Yes, what a shame.
What am I gonna do with my disembodied hands that could retreat places?
But you would never do that.
No. How could I? Good to see you still have your sense of humor.
Of course, you have to have one out here. Otherwise, you might go quite mad.
Nah. That indeed. Oh well.
You have a good night.
I'll be providing you with the information later on.
Very well. Rest well, my friend. You all have a good night.
Good night, Officer Cross.
Alright, everyone. I think that's going to be it for me tonight. Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, be kind to one another.